Yo, Cannabis Supper Club. Hey, what's happening, brother? Green Leaves. What's good? Big Mike, holla at your boy. Mateo. Lisa Green, what's good? What's good? Yes, I am in Pasadena right now. Yeah, I'm in Pasadena. Let's see. So as y'all know, I teach Pop Warner. Pop Warner football for the kids. And so every Friday I'm gonna be out here. We have our walkthrough for our Saturday games Friday afternoon. So I'm gonna be out here in beautiful Pasadena after I sit an hour in traffic, but I do it for the cheering. Just for the cheering. What's happening? New Orleans, stand up. We got Louisiana in the house. Mike Thomas, what's good, brother? What's good? Yes, we're gonna be talking about celebrities getting in on social justice initiatives. Lala Anthony, Leon. Let's hop onto it, man. So I don't want to leave y'all hanging. I'm gonna get enough time so I can have some questions in today too. All right, so let's jump into it. So today, those are the new people in the room. Rico Lamitte, CEO, founder of Cannavision Global, decentralized media broadcast organization. One network, many voices. We have broadcasters in the Northeast, Midwest, Southeast, now obviously out here in California too. And it's all about getting getting more voices into the conversations in cannabis, because this is a communal plant and industry as well. And nobody wins when you're getting one side of any kind of information here. Since we have gotten into the pandemic, we have less and less of the big events going on. So you have bad information coming from people you don't know who you can trust. So we like to get information from all angles. And we always invite people to come out here. So if we make mistakes and everything, call us out. We love critique. So every single morning on the weekdays, Luma in the place to be. Every weekday morning, you can catch us on State of Cannabis NewsHour, 9 a.m. on Clubhouse. We have about 16,000 people members of of our club on Clubhouse, and continue to grow over there. So you can get your daily dose. Me and 11 other thought leaders in the cannabis industry get out there and we read the biggest news stories. We tell you why it's important or why it's 100% bullshit. And we invite people from the industry up on stage with us to tell their version of that. And we go on to the next story. Every one of our stories is only 4 minutes and 20 seconds, rapid fire. And we always love to have good people on there with us. Just to give us your take on that and have people on the ground. So check us out every single weekday morning, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. noon to 1 p.m. on the East Coast. So today's story, this is coming from BET.com, is also in Fortune magazine. Lala Anthony explains why she invested in social justice-minded cannabis company. So California-based disposable vape company Leun, led by founder Nidhi Lucky Honda. She has been on an absolute tear over the last year. April 5th, in April this year, they announced a $5 million seed round was raised, and it was chock full of celebrity investors. Leading the charge there was Lala Anthony, her husband. You guys might know him, Carmelo Anthony, NBA star. But also there's John Wall, another NBA star, Rich Paul, superstar sports agent from Clutch Sports Entertainment, and Anthony Saleh. He is the manager, business manager for Nas and Future, two rappers, one of the biggest rappers. And it's pretty awesome what they're doing over there. Lala Anthony said that, let's see, her notes on it were Leon and Nidhi clearly see the growth potential of the cannabis industry. I'm so happy to join them on their journey. What really drew me to them was, number one, their aesthetic, and number two, when I learned more about their social justice initiatives, it was a match made in heaven. Nidhi also responded over there. We're thrilled to have such accomplished investors that be joining us in the Leuniverse. And having their support this crucial growth stage makes a world of difference for a brand of our size. And we look forward to building one of the leading names in cannabis together. So if you guys aren't familiar with Leon, they have a women targeted disposable vape pen. I met Needy at a rooftop event here in LA. I was gonna say like 2 years ago, 3 years ago almost, and when she was just getting off the ground here. And to see her growth is absolutely incredible. They're in 130 dispensaries in California, 19 delivery services they've partnered with, and they're looking to expand across the U.S. as more states go legal as well. So let's see. Actress and entrepreneur revealed that she was searching for the right cannabis company to invest in, and the aesthetic and mission were a perfect fit. And they're looking to go the go the distance with Leon, and it's pretty awesome. So for a couple of reasons here, I really love it. Number one, because it's another BIPOC women-led company that is getting their due. Period right now. Over the years in the industry, we've had a lot of issues with Black, brown women in the industry just not getting investor opportunities. They were not getting the same opportunities as a lot of white men were getting, and they were kind of on the bottom of the totem pole. However, Black women and brown women, sorry about that. Yeah, Black women and brown women were they're out there in the trenches, getting it done at all of the events. They've got all the ideas. They've got lots of stuff, and they're at the pitch fests. They're at the pitch events. I'm around all these investors, and they would get a pat on the back. Pat on the back don't pay the motherfucking bills. So to see what Needy is doing over at Leon, to see what Whitney Beatty is and her team are doing over there at Josephine and Billy's, to see what Kika Keith is doing out here over at Gorilla RX. Like it's really really good to see Black and brown women finally getting some recognition, especially on a national level. So I'm really really happy to see that. I wish them all the best and the most of success, and I can't wait to get back in touch with some of these people, whether it's still in the pandemic or afterwards. But it's really really good to see that, and I hope it's a lasting trend on the women's side. Take it a step further. Were big named and deep pocketed celebrities the missing link needed to bring long absent investors' dollars into the BIPOC cannabis companies? Maybe. A lot of these large institutional investors, they are holding on. Oh, no sound here. Let me see. Can you guys hear me now? Can you hear me now, Lisa? Let me make sure. Is this better? Can you guys hear me? Yeah, nay. Yay, nay. Let me know if you guys can hear me back home. Yeah. What's the last thing you guys heard? I don't know. I disconnected from my Bluetooth in my car, so I should be fine right now. Let me know if you guys can or cannot hear me. So I want to talk about big named celebrities. Were they the missing link needed to bring absent investment dollars into BIPOC cannabis companies? We're seeing a lot right now. We're seeing a lot recently of the celebrities, athletes, and a lot of big name investors are getting in on the social justice side of the industry, which isn't a bad thing, like at all. A lot of these larger companies, they don't have their heart in the right place. Who cares? A lot of these larger investors, they don't have their heart in the right place. Who cares? What matters is that you have enough money to keep on going forward as a company in the industry. I don't know what's going on with my sound over here. Let me see. Make sure the people on my feed can see me and can hear me as well over here. Sorry about this, y'all. Try this again on IG. Well, people said they couldn't hear me, so I had to reload over there. All right, so I think it's absolutely a good thing. Who cares about who these companies, who these investors, where their heart is? You need to worry about where their pocketbooks are. At the end of the day, you got to be able to pay your bills. And the fact that a lot of these companies are getting money from celebrities, I think is a good thing, especially with Black and brown celebrities. Um, yeah, Black and brown celebrities getting into the mix, and the representing companies on the social equity or social justice front. That's huge. It sends a great message to other investors. They're being real visible and real intentional with where they're putting their money, and I think it should be celebrated by people across the board. So I'm really looking forward to seeing more of that. I hope that trend continues, and I really think it's a positive for absolutely everybody involved. All right, so recent mainstream celebrity cannabis headlines have been dominated by ties to social justice. Um, is this a good or a bad thing for cannabis? I think it's good. Social justice is something that has escaped all of us, especially in this industry. You have a lot of people that are they don't get the props that they deserve. Number one, a lot of people are still going to prison, going to jail for the same opportunities that we are celebrating, and the same money that we're able to get on the legal side of the industry. And a lot of this stuff needs to be exposed. We need to make sure we have enough awareness around social equity, around social justice initiatives, and we got to make sure that we are continuing to beat that drum to make sure we get our people out of prison, get our people out of jail, and make sure that nobody goes to jail for operating with this plant, for touching this plant, because it's from the earth. God gave this medicine to us, and just no reason for us to be getting in trouble for touching a plant as beneficial in every aspect as cannabis. All right, our women of color, our women of color finally in cannabis finally getting their moment to shine. I hope so. I hope that this, like I said, I hope this is a lasting trend. I hope it's not just a few women are getting their due, and they're getting their props right now, and then it dies off. I truly do believe that women, especially Black and brown women in this industry, they've had the toughest go. A lot of Black and brown men in this industry have been locked up. A lot of Black and brown women have been locked up also, but a lot of the women, and especially, they've been trying to get investment dollars raised. They've been actually getting their business shit together, and they haven't been shown the love on the business front until recently. And I hope it's not just a bunch of mainstream bullshit. I hope more women that are just below the massive radar are getting their props, and they're getting investment dollars as well. What's up, Treed? Treed AZ in the house. What's up with Black Cannabis Week? So Black Cannabis Week, Sharon Perry Thomas, she reached out to us, and that'll be September 19th through the 26th. Let me bring it up right here. She asked me to actually participate in one of their sessions. I'm glad you asked that, because she actually did clarify with me earlier today how she would like for me to participate. And if you guys have any small regional events, Black, brown, Asian, any marginalized community, any small events, just let us know, man. We would be more than happy. What's up, Nikki Diani? We'd be more than happy to help out any of the smaller events too. I spoke live at a lot of the larger events, so that's why I get a lot of those on my radar more often than the smaller ones. But if now that we are totally connected over the internet and in the pandemic zone and all of that bullshit, I have no problem at all helping out a lot of the smaller companies. Treat AZ, the best way for getting your brand out there as a Black brand, 100%. DM us, please. I'm really, really, really shitty, especially now that I have a daughter. I'm really shitty at communication on social media. I'm self-aware. I'm getting better every day. But DM us at Cannavision.global. So Veronica on our team is always on the social media there, and she'll get back to you immediately. We'll get a conversation going, talk about your brand. I'd love to hear more about your brand and see if we can connect you with some people and some opportunities, small and large, whether it's digital, whether it's in person. There's a lot of stuff going on right now. And I think a lot of people are really trying to go hard on events before they think things are going to get shut down again. So I'm more than happy to connect you on that end, man. Cannavision.global, at Cannavision.global. And I will text Veronica right now and let her know to look out for that. But yeah, just shoot her a message over there. We'll get on a 30-minute call so we can break down just like the basics, everything what we do, and learn a little bit more about your company and see if we can plug you in with some people. So Cannavision.global, or you can actually email us to info@cannavision.com. So CANIVISION. Be more than happy to plug you in. So please, 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 Black and brown operators, man, like we need more opportunities. We need more exposure. And I'm more than happy on a large or on a small level to help out where I can. And that's exactly what happened with Black Cannabis Week. So I will be, let's see. All right. So she wants me to be participating in the careers and education themed day. So I get to pick a day of that week. Last year, I was able to connect with so many people on the East Coast that look like me. And that's like the coolest thing about where we are. I know it really sucks about the whole pandemic. I've actually lost a lot of close friends, a few family members from the virus. But on the positive side, when it comes to business, I can connect with people like you very, very quickly, very easily, and we can work together. And distance doesn't have to be as big of a hurdle as it was before, because people are a lot more open to operating from a distance. And I can connect you with my East Coast people over there too. Connect you with East Coast people, connect you with the Midwest folks, connect you with my people in the South. It don't matter. I'm more than happy to help out. So Black Cannabis Week, there's a second one, second annual one. Last year, they were going to do it live in DC. Then the pandemic happened, so they did it all virtual. I was able to help out with a little bit of that last year. Email is info, INFO, at Cannavision.com, CANIVISION, Cannivision.com. And Veronica, tell Veronica that you spoke with Rico, and she'll get back to you probably less than 24 hours. I'm really shitty about communication right now. That's why that's why I have a team. I tell everybody that up front. If you want to get a hold of me Monday through Wednesday, it's not going to happen. I'm with the baby, full-time daddy daycare. Thursday through Sunday, it's appointments. I got to make sure I ration my time off so I have time for the family and balance that with work. But I'm always available through my team. So just reach out to the team. Veronica she's our director of outreach. She'll be in touch with you. But yeah, Black Cannabis Week, that's gonna be huge. It's gonna be virtual and in person. The in-person aspect is gonna be in Philly at Temple University. An expungement clinic. They're actually gonna have a career fair, and they're gonna be educating people about the opportunities in cannabis out there. One of the biggest things, my biggest takeaways last year, the most awesome thing ever, because as Black people in the end, not just in the industry, Black people, period, man. As a young pothead myself back in college, I was always hiding my weed smoking. Everybody knew I'd come in smelling like weed, but I still had good grades and I was still a star athlete. So, I guess they just turned the other way. But I would always get like the negatives from the older folks in the community. So last year I was able to connect with an elderly community out in Washington, D.C., and they're all Black. They all look like us, and they're all like 100% interested in learning more about business opportunities, learning more about the educational side of it, the wellness side of the industry. And that's the kind of stuff that it just makes me smile so big, because you don't hear or see any of that at a lot of the mainstream conferences. It's watered down. And that's where we are more so seen as a minority. I know we're on this global majority shit. Shout out to my man, Coach Ted Gustis, him and his global majority team over there. But in this industry, it's 4% ownership, man, less than 4% ownership. And we are the ones largely in prison, locked up, harassed, you name it, for even just smelling like weed. A lot of my homeboys, always reference a lot of my homeboys back in VA. They end up going to jail because their car smelled like weed. So introducing these opportunities to more Black folks, whether you're an investor, whether you're a consumer, whether you're just interested in learning about it, is always going to be at the front of my mind and at the tip of my tongue. And I'm always going to do that. And I'm always going to connect my people. So much love to everybody. Any other questions, comments, critiques, shit to talk about me? Rico, you ain't shit. All that, man. Bring the heat. I love it. So Green Leaves, what up? Nessa, what up? Northern Lights, what up? Canatopia World, what up? Stone Slave, what up? My man, what's good? Down to TX, Austin, keeping it weird. So if we have any other shout outs, any other questions, any other critiques, I'm down to have it. We've got about like 2 minutes left. Man, you are a dope dad yourself, man. You are a dope dad yourself. I'll tell you what, man. Tell you what. And yeah, any other questions about that, man? For everybody who just hopped in, I see a bunch of people just hopped in too. Sorry, you guys are catching the tail end of this. Catch the replay when I exit out. I always post these on my page, both on my personal page over here, both on and also on my on Cannavision's page and also on our YouTube. So just check the replay on there. We were talking about Lala Anthony. We got Carmelo, John Wall, Anthony Saleh, Rich Paul from Clutch Sports. All of these guys are getting in on Layun, the women focused vape company. There's lots of opportunities like that. There's companies that are women run. There's companies that are BIPOC run, and it's all about making sure that we are supporting the folks in the industry that caught the most heat from the war on drugs, man. It's very important as a community to always be looking to help out people, man. I'm always helping. That's what the plan is all about. That's what the industry really is about. I know it has been kind of bastardized. It's been kind of over the last few years, but that's what cannabis is really about, man. It's about coming together in that cipher, getting together, taking a big hit of some good weed, and just like listening to people, man, listening to everybody's stories. Doesn't matter what end of the spectrum you came from. We're all in this cipher together called life, and it's time we all get high together too. So speaking of which, it is Friday. I love you all. Make sure you guys check us out every single weekday morning on State of Cannabis NewsHour, where you can get your daily dose on Clubhouse. And make sure you guys reach out to www.cannavision.com, canivision.com. One network, many voices, and we're always looking to connect people. We're always looking to work with people, help you increase your brand awareness, get in new regions that you weren't able to get to non-pandemic days. Now is the time to strike. Now is the time to market as hard as possible and start getting into these places of the country that you won't be able to get into face to face. You can actually do that a lot more right now, and we're able to help people do that in the digital space. We have been over the last year, and I'm proud to connect all of you. The industry's glue right here, motherfuckers. Have a great weekend, everybody. Make sure you kiss and hug your mamas, love on your babies and your wives and your husbands, and just remember, man, when life gives you no place else to turn, you guys got to turn the fuck up. John Austin, you missed it, my brother. Catch it on the replay, man. I was talking about Lala, Carmelo, Leun, like all of them. Clay 9 is in the oh my goodness. Is that Clay 9 in the building? Clay 9 is in the building. You guys caught me with my Clay 9 hat on. I'm about to go join Mr. Cannabis on the field where he's no longer Mr. Cannabis, he's Mr. Football. My man Anthony McFeeters. And here, coach these kids up, man. So much love, everybody. You guys have a great weekend. And make sure when life gives you no place else to turn, you got to turn up. Peace. Have a good one, y'all. I'm out.